Could you could
Roll.
yeah, we'll roll. But could you run over kind of your list really quick? Um,
Sure. This
kind of
is normal Calidrix list.
okay,
There's some chargers,
okay.
lots of flankers. There's a green dragon for the black dragon. There's a silver glade ranger for the black dragon. Plenty of breaks for armor.
Oh, very nice.
Great
Yeah.
hunters, core of the list, and some swaps for mobility. Caldrix has a standard worm scale build with Blade Echo 3.
Mhm.
Sometimes you could exchange worm scale for kite shield, depends if you're fighting Orgug.
Okay.
The rest is just tech stuff.
Okay. Cool.
Situational.
Yeah, this looks really nice. I hate being broken as an Vanguard player. So I'm sure you'll play around that. Yeah, I've pretty much just got a pretty basic list. I think I've got Aurelia. I've got basically the same idea with Worm Scale Mail and a short sword. Got some priests, some tacticians. I'm running 5 crossbowmen since they're
5 crossbow.
yeah, since they're not buffed or not nerfed anymore. And I've been playing around with them. They seem really strong, really solid positional units. So I've typically been running 4 in most of my lists, and I've been doing pretty good. So I'm running 5 now to see if I ever need that 5th.
Reminded me, I forgot to bring some camo in the list. Oh.
Do you, well, Caldrix has camouflage, right?
I still got the hunters. They got evasion 1.
Yeah, they got evasion. Doesn't he have like that 1 gold camouflage?
He has 2 gold evasion flat, which would be great against a bunch of crossbowmen.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm trying to go for a little bit more knight heavy stuff. I have 2 knights, 2 royal griffin, heavy knight, ultra knight. So it's kind of heavy knight list.
Yeah, very standard aggressive Erangard list.
Yeah. All right, I'm good to roll. Got a 1, and you got a 1. And I got a 1, and you got a 5. All right, so you're going to be attacker.
All right.
Should be interesting. Yep.
I messed up the clock.
Okay, that's all good.
Some Deepwood Sentinels.
This guys seem pretty good. Yeah, they have 3 movement. They have some pretty nice attack. It looks like they're just really solid at moving things around. So you put 6 out.
Honestly, the best stat line for 3 gold.
Probably. Yeah, probably. Well, they seem to be like crucial for the Sylvan list. At least I see them like all the time.
Good ability, good keyword, good movement, good power, and then HP equal to their gold. You can't get better than that.
That's a good point. So I went Solar Aegis and Tactician.
It's pretty standard. Let's see. Get the more stuff out. Get a Mystic.
Makes sense. I think I'm going to put my other Tactician then. Just put that right there. Standard Tactician spot.
Tactician. Let's see. Let's get a Gladehawk.
Yep, Gladehawk 2 with movement 4. So kind of can do here. Could also get to the back line if it needs to with the Sentinel movement. Yeah, that's a fantastic unit. I think for 2, do I go for? I don't know yet, so I'm gonna hold off on that. Thinking about doing a crossbowman to kind of answer that. Should be 1 gold. Okay, it's a considerable amount of gold.
I just take the load out.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay. So you got charging. You got this Caldrix, right? When he attacks, he deals 3 damage to each unit on the other side of the defender. So it's kind of like a Black Dragon. So 10 gold. I like the idea of getting Glory now. And then probably a Knight makes a lot of sense. Is that too much to commit to? Maybe a little bit right now. So Priest, we always get a Priest. I'm liking Glory. And then I'm liking the idea of getting a Crossbowman on this side for some positional strength.
Glory, I think, deal with that. Take the bear. No better card.
Nope.
Put more of that Aurelia back.
To roar that Aurelia back. 100%. 100%. That is a pretty expensive unit. I for sure now want a Royal Griffin to kind of try to out action economy you, so I can get a good glory off now. So I need to get 11 gold. I think an archer on D6 is probably going to be really solid here. So I'll go ahead and put that now. Alright, and then afterwards I'll need 5 gold. That could be another priest. That could be a lot of things. It could be charging. It's got charging. It technically has +1 move. What do I get for 5 gold here? That's a good question. Do I go Royal Griffin? Probably not. Probably not. Actually, I might even consider getting a Pegasus at this point. Is this ever worth a Pegasus? No, probably not. Okay. How much gold is it? 5? Okay. Don't have any armor. Sylvan doesn't have any armor, right? Yeah.
My hero does.
Your hero does? Oh, that's right, because Worm Scale.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I simply don't know what this looks like just yet. I think because I decided I want to get a Royal Griffin, I probably will. I'll probably put it on the side. Against your Caldrix, he does 3 damage, and he can do some pretty nasty things. I think putting the Royal Griffin here is fine. The idea is if I put the Royal Griffin there, I kind of want to be flexible with this archer now. So I might want to do it a different way. Do I ever, like, put a squire here? I might have an idea, actually. What's your movement on Caldrix? It's 3.
No movement boots.
No movement boots. Okay. It's pretty scary when he does have movement boots.
Movement boots Caldrix is pretty tricky.
Yeah, there we go. Took a while, but I figured it out. 7. So I have 6 units left. That's crazy.
How much gold have you drafted?
Just
the other bear.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so this is gonna be a pretty important side of the map. It looks like. Yeah. Now I will go for the archer. Longbow archer here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to draft 6 more units. 5 of them being actual units. So that's roughly 8 gold per unit.
Get the cord of that would be down.
Yep, makes a lot of sense. How much gold? So 6 gold. I really don't like these guys. They're pretty strong for 6 gold.
Good versus all these archers.
Yes. But probably not as good against a knight. So I will put a knight.
The ideal move.
Yeah. I like the idea of getting a knight here.
It's not a bad one. Let's see. I think I would like another. Maybe on the left side too. Yeah.
Take a look at your cards really quick.
Just take this wisp and pass.
Ooh, Wisp. Very good card.
More breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, my first break, but yeah.
Okay. All right. How much gold am I at? I'm at about 50, and I need a draft 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need to draft 4 more units. The good thing is that I have a lot of gold left over. Like I have a lot of items left over, so I could buy those items if I run out of units. But hopefully I don't run out of units. I like the idea of getting another griffin, but we're equal for now. I like the idea of getting a crossbowman here. Let me check my gold if I do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would have 3 more units to buy with 52 gold, which would put me at 28 gold left. So 28 minus. So I can still afford some things. I can still afford some really big things. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Let's see. So you got Does this scare me? Probably no. I may have drafted a little bit too advantageously or too aggressively. So I can't get a priest here because this will just one-shot it. You go first, so I wouldn't be able to do anything. Swap the Glade Hawk for it. You could just shoot it. You could put a priest back there.
Oh, that's a good point. That's actually such a really good point. Actually, yeah.
Glade Hawk is a 5 movement.
I don't know, man. It feels like it has 5 movement. That's what it really is to me.
But yeah, I mean, I could make it a target eventually, but only if this crossbowman particularly taps itself. And I would also have to spend the action of one of my deep woods.
Yeah. Give me a second to think.
14.
One of my sentinels.
So I think
I refer to him as Deepwood. There's so many Deepwoods.
we're gold off. If I get a knight, we're fine, I think. If I get a knight, let me think about it that way. So... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can get 3 more. If I did 13. Oh yeah, that would be exact. Okay, so I'll do it like that. I think that's fine.
Priest in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
We seem to have a very one-sided board going on right now.
Oh yeah.
So, might as well get another priest out. Okay, so we have a North Fang
Sorcerer, yeah.
sorcerer. Okay, so it's got silence and
Break,
it's got
silence, root.
Very nice. That's
2 range damage.
Mm-hmm. It's a very nice unit. I think I wanted to get a knight here. This just seems like a good spot for it. Your Caldrix could be coming here, and if it does, it has 3 movement right now. So I kind of need to be worried about spots like this, spots like this. Just not very worried about that at the moment. So I kind of like this going on to kind of counter that, and then even do a little bit of pressure myself. So that'll be good. Yeah, over to you. Oh, this is an interesting play. The gold is very interesting right now. Okay, yeah, you made it exact. You got True Strike, so he could do pure damage, which is, you know, good for him.
That's right through that armor. I knew that guy was coming.
He knew he was coming. That's right. He's here. I think I like him right here. If anything surprising happens, I can kind of play around it, but I like my strength on this side of the board. Yeah. Actually, no, I don't even need to play this guy. I could technically do like this first. Right? since our gold is equal. So maybe I'm not entirely sure where I want to put my ULTRAKNIGHT at the moment. Maybe I kind of want to match your Caladrix. And that means ULTRAKNIGHT needs to go here or here, which means Aurelia is forced to d5, right? Let me think. Here's a good spot. ULTRAKNIGHT can come here anyways, even if you move this over. Yeah. If you move here, yeah, that's fine. That's 100% fine. That is if... Oh, where did my ULTRAKNIGHT go? Oh, here it goes. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Kind of want to see more of what you do. Yep. Makes sense. And now I could either go for a buffed Aurelia, or I could go for an ULTRAKNIGHT, and I really like the idea of an ULTRAKNIGHT, so I think I'll go for this. So you'll have 8 gold left for one more unit.
I think I'm putting a unit there. That's cute.
Yeah, I guess so. Up to you wherever you put your units.
I think I want to go more expensive than cheap.
Sorry.
Alternatively, it could be unit down.
That is true. You are technically 2 actions down already, maybe 3. If you had 14, you could technically be like down 4. If that is an option. Yeah, no, that seriously is an option for you.
Could put a green dragon there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Could eat a griffin, maybe. I think it's a good idea. Wait, what? One less?
You're down 1 gold.
Oh, right. Green dragon's 14 gold, not 15.
Mm.
Never mind. It's not worth 15.
It's pretty
I don't know
good.
why I thought that. That was pretty funny.
You have 15 gold for 2 units. If you want to get 2 units, you have the option, or if you want to get that 1 unit, that's an option too.
I think what we have to do.
It's a good card. Mm-hmm.
I have to go with plan, hold the man down. I'm attacker, right?
Yeah. This is Northwing champion. It's a pretty scary unit for me. Yep, you are the attacker. Okay.
Root and run.
Do you go down mana as well?
He's at 4 mana base.
Okay. So you root and run. That's fine for me. I guess I have a lot of responses to that. Let's see first. Your Ursa Minor, you can't really roar anything back right now. You have your Gladehawk. Sentinel. This thing here. Oh, I could do that. Actually, that might be the best play. Let me check first. So you did that. I'm gonna go ahead and bring a die over for the Griffin. Can't charge anything really. You could root. Okay, I'm gonna give Griffin Solar Aegis with Aurelia. Actually, no. There's another play with Aurelia I have to be aware of. I'll go ahead and just take off the root.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Let's root the guy.
Okay, makes sense. You gotta commit to that. I guess I could have tried to play around that a little bit better. Definitely want that guy to not be rooted. Okay, so I can play around it. Okay, I do think I will give the Royal Griffin Solar Aegis now. I should be at 4.
Move back. Swap, and then combine. We'll move away.
Gotcha.
Actually, that would put him here. Not exactly what I want. Yeah, it'll just be here. Let's rethink this.
Okay.
Let's just do it that way.
Okay. Definitely your prerogative. Yeah, so I got to keep that open for that. Definitely want to try to take out that though. So we'll play around it. Don't like what you've done to my ULTRAKNIGHT. Kind of want to undo that. I just need to be on, what is this, B? Is this a B? Yeah, just need to be on B6 to do it.
You gotta shuffle your crossbowmen around.
Yeah, I might have to. Which, what can you do? That's how it is sometimes. If I shuffle this up, that makes this a possibility. But then I take, and then that opens the rest of the line, which is fine, I think. Except these guys have charging. Yeah, such a strong unit. Such a strong unit for
Do you
6
really want to
gold.
go down that line?
Let me check. Maybe I could kill your 6 gold unit pretty easy. There's a lot of ways to punish it.
Yeah, hard to say. Hard to say, really. I think 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, I have to keep that open. Or I want to at least. Yeah, if I go like this, doesn't that also just open up the line just as well? I go here. If anything attacks into it, it's like really easy to counter. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. Yeah. Yeah, as far as I understand, I still have a pressure of a knight here. But yeah. Okay. You're doing something. Ooh, Caldrix.
Oh, but that removes the thing you were worried about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait on.
This is probably more worrying, you know?
It is probably more worried, but
Yep.
I can wait on it.
Mm-hmm.
Or can I? I think I might have to make a move soon.
Happy to take out your Caldrix if you decide to go in.
I'm sure you would.
Mm-hmm. Can be arranged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this will be fine.
Solar Aegis.
Solar Aegis is here.
I think what I need is to set up play.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's do some math.
I feel like I have infinite open lines. This is like... It's a good turn one. It's a really good turn one.
Think about doing that anyways. Let's see. No. Alright. Let's... I think I just need to make a move. I'm thinking too long. Let's just move this guy back.
Okay. I think that was the right move.
He's not doing that much anyways for now.
Yeah, maybe. 1, 2. I think I'm going to move my crossbowmen up then. Like so.
I think I can tap one of these. Let's tap this one.
Yep, makes sense. So there's a line that exists here. But if I do it, then it removes like so many other lines that it would be kind of really harmful. So what I think I'm going to do instead is keep one of those lines open and actually give this guy +1 movement, since I expect him to be moving very soon. And now we have to. I'm gonna hope that you respect his movement, even though he's rooted.
Well, he's not theoretically permanently there.
That's right. That's right. And so now you have to live a life of fear of my guy. Yeah, so I 100% of the time take this. Charge your Gladehawk. Just got to in order to keep my priest alive. And then it gets punished by other things. This is actually the reason why I did this. This specific line.
You gonna pass back?
Oh yeah, sorry, totally forgot about that. So you're gonna charge it? Yep.
Yep.
Makes sense. I'll go ahead and do some damage to you. Do you have armor? No. Okay. Makes sense. Makes a ton of sense. Actually did not notice that, so probably should have been smarter about how I did that. Caldrix can't be in this hex anymore unless he moves up. And if he does, then there might be issues for him. Do I do this now? Probably. I also kind of just want to see where you end up going. So I do think this always happens. Taken off the root to unleash the ULTRAKNIGHT. Okay. So Caldrix wants to move.
It wants to be somewhere. Just where exactly?
Somewhere. Anywhere. So what have I lost? I've lost a crossbowman. You've lost a Gladehawk. Is it okay if I delete your other cards?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just to keep track of gold.
Get the Swiss over.
That makes a lot of sense. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. +1 range for Archer. Very interesting. super duper interesting. Well, now that you've moved that, I kind of want to do the other thing. Do I have anything to deal with this? I 100% do. Do I do it now? Yeah, I do declare 5 versus your 5. No, can't. Cannot do it. You have charging. That could be an issue. But if you move too close, I think you just get destroyed. So I'm going to move Aurelia here. You don't have... Oh, you have...
pathing and charging.
You have backstab. Yep. Yep. So I can't retaliate. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Like that. I kind of forgot you could do that, which I'm greatly annoyed by. Do I go in here? I think so. I think at this point I kind of need to recoup my losses. I didn't realize you could do that. Didn't realize I blundered so hard.
Yeah, 14 sucked. What's all this action?
Wait, what did you just say 14 sucks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do have a lot of actions.
Gosh, dang. Let's see.
Such a strong unit for 6 gold. Such a strong unit. What the heck? Yeah.
Oh, I did lose that Glade Hawk. No, but that wouldn't have mattered. What I'll do. Shift over here.
Okay.
We'll pass.
Oh, you'll pass?
Don't need to move for a little.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. So, okay. So you're going first no matter what now. So I might as well do damage to things. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the only thing I can do is this. Click back to me whenever you're ready, right? Okay.
I got nothing.
I think Griffin will go for the attack here, taking out your Sentinel. Alright, what's my Ultra Knight gonna do? I was thinking about attacking this, except kind of want to move to this side of the map now. If I move here, I have a lot of pressure. Whatever attacks this is vulnerable. Like, I want to get away from these guys as much as possible. They have 2, so 1, like, yeah, 1, 2, or 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, but at least I'll have a priest to kind of deal with some of this stuff. I don't like my Aurelia play. I just completely threw her away, I feel like. If I had given this guy +1 range, Caldrix would have been dead. No, that's not true.
No, you wouldn't have.
You have armor. You have armor. Yeah. Do I move the archer? No, I gotta move the Ultraknight first, then the archer. So moving the Ultraknight. 1, 2, 3, 4. And pass back to me whenever you're like.
Here you go.
And then move the longbow there. And then round 2. Starting with you, buddy.
Let's see. Well, it really is bye-bye.
Yeah,
So...
such a regret.
This person.
So you're locking him up, or are you attacking?
Root it.
Root it. Okay. Makes sense. So now I can. Oh, with this guy. Okay, makes sense. Okay, I feel like there's so much tangled here. I kind of just need to deal with it. I could kill this like so, but then my Ultraknight would be exhausted, except you wouldn't be able to root it, but you would be able to move up with other things, and I kind of want to punish that. But I feel like that's a good ability to just have. And then that blocks this from going there. Alright, well, learning game against Sylvan. I might as well take out your Ursa Major with my Ultraknight, steal an action, and kill a powerful unit. That's kind of how I'm seeing this going on. Do 3? Or just roar?
I think I'm running back.
Or do 4? Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, interesting. Very, very interesting. I could try to steal another action, and since you've kind of lost your like punish piece, I mean this could do some damage, but 3 is not, it's not that good anymore. So like what happens if I just attack this now, right? Take away a lot of your healing. Then this happens next turn, and I'll probably deal with that. I don't know. Do I see anything wrong with this? Caldrix could charge it. Could I punish the charge? Potentially. I don't see anything wrong with it right now. This is also an option. This is way more value, and I can punish that. Okay, so I'll go ahead and charge your thing here with my knight. Okay, that's an issue now. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a huge issue now.
It's out of range. Is it? No, not quite.
Does this guy? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this guy could move up and heal it, which would keep it safe, and I've got to do it, I think. The other thing I could do is unroot this guy but I like the idea of keeping this alive. What else happens? You could kill it. You could charge into it and kill it, but I don't want you to. So I'll go ahead and heal it. Yep, makes sense. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. You have a lot of ways to punish some things. Okay, I can't do that just yet then, so I'll go ahead and move Tactician here, giving this guy +1 range. Yep. Makes sense. It's a fantastic move. Do you think maybe I was trying to bait you? Like, oh, maybe it wasn't a fantastic move.
No, I was just thinking, how much do I feel like sacrificing that guy to pull my Ursa Major back?
Well, you are definitely sacrificing. Yep, makes sense. This kills 1 shot. This can go and do 2 damage. So I'll go ahead and charge my knight in. Pieces are flying. I honestly don't know what that does. I think I'm going to move this guy here. Like I mentioned, I'm not entirely sure what that does. I can move this guy here. And I want to, I think, right?
I'll pass.
Okay, I'll give this guy +1 range. And then I'll have him move up like so, dealing 2 damage. The rest of these guys, so this guy gave him +1 range, and then the priest, do I want to move him anywhere? Probably here is fine. I like the idea of just charging this guy. Definitely want to get him. That can be dealt with, I think. I want this crossbow to live. Live. Yeah, and he'll live. 1, 2. Yeah, he'll live like that. Oh no. Yep. Can't really do anything. Can I do anything about that? I wonder. Probably no. Actually, maybe. Not really, no. I don't think so. I'll go ahead and give... Actually... Okay. Do I have time to think about this? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, like... What happens, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3... Nice move. Nice move. Yeah, that offers me a target, I would say. I'll go ahead and take off the shield. Very nice. Go for it. Okay, so what do I do about this now? Do I use my priest to unsilence him? Pretty sure I do. So I'll go ahead and unsilence. Then move my priest kind of back like that. Okay. So we really wanted to silence that guy. Those are all your rooting things, I believe. So can I kill both of these guys? I'm wondering. 1, 2, 1, 2. No, definitely no. And I have to kill at least one, and I know which one's the priority. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it doesn't really matter that much. I'm just gonna use my archer to kill your North Fang sorcerer there. Over to you. Have to pass.
Oh, pass.
Yep. Wow, so my tacticians are basically kind of useless now, right? So Crossbowman comes up and deals 2 damage here. Then ULTRAKNIGHT takes it out. Then I need to move my Tactician out of the way. So I know you have this kind of thing being set up. You got this really nice slash. So if I like go here, I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard to say. I can get +1 movement, and I might need to. So Priest is gonna move here. No, Priest is gonna move here. Tactician's gonna move here. Just passing it over to you, and then sorry, just expecting you to pass it back for some extra time. I can't go here because Caldrix has this really nice spot. Do I go here to kind of negate all this? Probably. All right. A lot of thinking. You start. Sure. It's a good unit to kill. If I go there, take retaliation. I'll just kill this guy. Seems worth it. I'll have this guy move 1-2 here and do 2 damage to this guy. Okay, very nice. Just move this guy here, do 2 damage to this guy, killing it. Move this knight here. Move this knight here. Move this archer 1, 2, 3 there. Move this priest here. Move this priest here. Move this tactician here. Round 5. Are you attacking both? Right? And you're coming here?
Alright. Good game.
Good game. Good game. Good game.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this format's just no good, actually. Like, what am I supposed to do when you draft, like, Griffin and,
well,
Solar Aegis, and I have no +1 actions, and you just out-action me, and I can't approach.
well, you did a pretty good job of kind of... Well, okay, to be honest, I have a lot of...
That was a wipeout.
I have a lot... Wait. But Gravy, remember, I have a lot of experience. Rat has more experience than me with this, but me and Rat have been playing games together, specifically practicing this 14-unit draft. So I'm literally doing like mental gymnastics during the draft to like specifically counter everything.
All it is I can't approach because no matter what, I can't approach Caladrix because you could ping it and kill it with ULTRAKNIGHT.
But that's the reason, because I can kill it with ULTRAKNIGHT.
And I'm out actioned because you have +1 action on all of your units. Guess how many units I have that have +1 action? 0.
Okay, so then,
mental gymnastics.
No.
This is a foregone conclusion.
You can't say that, Gravy, because there because you only played to one half the map, right? You only had this one whatever
The
archer.
map, you have a 5-hit unit that covers the majority of the map.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But it also has a lot to do with how you played.
I can't get in on Ultra Knight with Caladrix. It's just as simple as that.
What was the unit count? Were you doing 14 units only?
Yeah,
It's
14.
14v14, but he has
I don't
+1
know.
action
I
on
don't know.
2 units
I
and
disagree.
keeps me out the entire game.
I disagree. I disagree.
These are
don't disagree at all.
Aurelia and Royal Griffin.
Yes, it is.
I've played this game before.
You've played this game before? What does that mean?
That's how I was able to guess.
Okay. Yeah, I mean...
Is there, what do you think, Gravy? Is there, like, any way for that kind of list to deal with that list?
I don't really think so. I mean, I don't even know how I'm supposed to get in.
Are you supposed to get in at all? Can you just place even more defensively?
It's hard to play defensively versus knights. Because eventually the Royal Griffin, which I can't attack, is just going to chomp its way through my list.
That is the tech. So I put Solar Aegis on the Royal Griffin, but I will say I got punished for it because on the same turn my Aurelia got killed.
That was not even that good for me.
I disagree.
I mean, you could have out-actioned me harder.
I disagree.
Glory's free, man.
Glory's not free. It costs 2 mana.
It's a free action. Just do it twice. I have no recourse. I killed a 4 gold unit and I lost the 6 gold unit. I don't really think that was that great for me. And I had to spend my hunters to go kill her.
Maybe.
Wait, what faction were you playing, Gravy?
I was playing Caladrix as Sylvan.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Carthel.
No.
Okay, that
Carthel, it would be a bit easier because I have +1 action on the
Battle Fury.
The Battle Fury, and I also have higher HP units. But yeah.
Okay, that's confused me. I thought you said Carthel earlier, so that's why I was like, why
no.
defensively?
Carthel, I don't think I would have a problem.
Gravy's like, all right, I'm going back to Gath.
Man, okay, maybe I look at it in
formats like
Carthel.
these would just shut out this list by just burninating it, but yeah.
Yeah, because Royal Griffin with Solar just doesn't, you can still zap that.
You had a counter to it.
But I got no, I didn't. I have 2 debuffs, and you can cure both of them.
You could have root the Griffin.
And then you remove it?
Yeah, that is fair. Maybe you need to bring a third Norfang Sorcerer.
Norfang.
What are the big units in Neagat's list? It's Aurelia, a Griffin, a basic knight.
Yeah, I don't know if this is streaming.
Keep hero, build a bunch of actions, wait till the end of the round, throw in the Ultra Knight.
I'm gonna go ahead and
it's just 3 knights with Ultra Knight. I mean, to be fair, this is pretty difficult for Sylvan to begin with, but I just don't know how you're doing 14 action.
I mean, Empire's already said to me in the past he doesn't know how to beat Ultra Knight with Sylvan.
You guys gotta find a tech. I mean, you guys have really strong units in Sylvan. And Ultra Knight's 15 gold. It's a lot of investment.
Sylvan does not have strong units. They have offensive units. They have free damage, but they don't have durability. So when you get these knights and they start crawling all over you, it's hard.
Yeah, the Ultra Knight in particular hard counters Sylvan a bit more than I would like. Then thinking about removing the disarmed line, so at least it could be countered by Anwin.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that would not have affected this battle, but
yeah, you had that wisp, right? I don't think you ever used it on me, and wisp probably would have broken the charge, right? Sorry.
Wisp is a bit more defensive. He was tapped the moment I started the round, and I was flanked. I was forked by a Royal Griffin. I don't really think the Wisp would have done much.
I mean,
what about?
Go for it, Keith.
The Wisp is like an opportunist unit. If you have more actions than me, how am I supposed to gang up on a unit and then kill it?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't played Sylvan yet, so I guess I'm not entirely sure what the matchups are. I mean, do you have a good unit against knights? Like, not even Ultra Knight, but just straight up knight?
I do. It's countered by Ultra Knight, though.
Could you... I don't know what that unit is. Like, do you know off the top of your head what that unit is?
Silverglade Ranger. But the problem is that he's kept out by Ultra Knight.
Yeah.
I'll look him up. Silverglade Ranger, you said?
Silverglade Dryad's another option, but she's kind of weak against the Knights.
I've been thinking about that, Gravy. When is Silverglade Ranger even relevant against? Like, when do you take Silverglade Ranger just in general?
Against Black Dragon, against
against Black Dragon?
Yeah.
Oh, just because that's spellproof, yeah.
It's spellproof. Against, I mean, theoretically, if there was no Ultra Knight, I would take it against Iron Guard.
I'm just thinking. What if Silverglade Ranger had steadfast so it can't be charged by Ultra Knight? Oh wait, it still can be charged by Ultra Knight.
It can still be charged by Ultra Knight. That's why a lot of the frontliners are hard to draft versus Ultra Knight. I can't put Silverglade Ranger there, he dies. I can't put Bull Elk with +1 power, dies.
Mm-hmm.
I could put an Ursa Major across from it, maybe.
Well, what would be the ramifications on Ultra Knight if we removed the line that said "in charge unit with that death"?
Would it be that much weaker?
But that's just it. I'm not trying to damage the unit fundamentally. I want it to be a dope unit, but if it would make drafting against it that much simpler for Sylvan, then that's pretty relevant.
As far as I know, most steadfast units are kind of lame. Like, they don't really do anything. They don't have charging. And the fact that, like, charging is such a nice...
Bull Elk is...
Actually has
charging. Okay, Bull Elk. Okay. I'm wrong about that. Yeah, I guess Bull Elk is pretty exciting then, because charging is like action compression. You can attack and move. It's like doing 2 actions basically, whereas everything else has to like wait around. So yeah, Bull Elk is probably really strong in that case.
So there's 2 things I'm having trouble seeing with the game. And it's one, I think Black Dragon's really good against Iron Guard, and I still need to figure out what to do versus him. And the second is, man, that Ultra Knight in 14. Bam. What is Sylvan's ace in the hole? Sylvan have an ace in the hole?
Green Dragon?
I don't really think Green Dragon's an ace in the hole.
I'm not sold on Black Dragon being. I don't think Black Dragon is as good against Erengard as Ultranite is against Sylvan. I'll just say that right away.
That's probably true, but yeah.
I'm not as concerned about
also,
Black Dragon right now.
Unsure how to change Black Dragon at all.
I think we need to learn how to play around Black Dragon first. There probably needs to be a few more games against people who actually run Black Dragon. As far as I can remember, Moonfasa is the only one who ran it recently.
No, I've ran it forever.
Oh, okay.
And it's always done well.
Okay.
Gravy is the Dragon Master.
Okay, gotcha. So I'm sorry about that, Gravy.
I actually won most of my tournaments with the unit.
Okay. Oh, then I'd be happy to play against that, kind of to just learn how that matchup goes. How to play around it.
Maybe there's some sort of action economy thing you can do versus it.
Against Gath, it's a little bit more complicated.
It's, the way I play with Argog, and there's no plus one action.
Oh boy, you play with Argog. Argog Black Dragon, that sounds terrifying.
Well, yeah, the idea is that Argog is like the best mid-range unit, and like Black Dragon is the best high gold unit.
Yeah.
What is a way that Sylvan could deal? How would you, Gravy? How do you wish you could deal with Ultraman? Or should Ultraman be dealt with directly?
This game, I was just like struggling to put something in front of it. I was thinking of putting a green dragon in front of it, but then I'd be down another action. I was already down a lot of actions.
Gotcha.
It's just after the tactician buff, there's like a lot of units that are like sweating from it. And so what I tried to do this game instead was I tried to root it, but then just two healers would unroot it, and I was all like, darn, that doesn't work.
What if? So is tactician part of the problem?
I mean, tactician's just good in general, but yeah. Yeah, he got me pretty zoned out.
What if tactician went down to 0 health?
Like died
I guess he would be dead.
Just dies.
All tacticians are dead. Yeah, exactly.
Dang, who gave tacticians the plague?
I mean, this is technically like a card game, right? Like it's a unit-based game. It's a chess-like game, but it's also like a game that's on cards, and similar to like how your heroes have abilities that are off the map. I was thinking about like, what if there's a future where you have like units that are off map, and they work like non-combat units in a way, similar to like a Song of Ice and Fire, how there's like a non-combat board, and it's basically like your spies that you send out to like do things that affect the board. So maybe in the future, like maybe have it cost like a non-combat unit cost 4 gold to do like a 1 per game action thing, and maybe that could balance tactician. I like tactician as a unit though. I really love him. He's my portrait. He's my baby. That guy.
Yeah, I'm. Tactician used to be 2 gold. Then it was 3 gold. Now it's 4 gold.
2 gold tactician. That's
well,
insane.
I mean, that was so early during balancing that everything was broken.
Yeah,
it's not like the current game plus tactician being broken. It was like 19 things in the game was completely broken, so you didn't even notice that.
The thing is, tactician. Nerfing tactician also makes the Erengard matchup versus the Black Dragon worse.
Maybe it's not.
I don't really think nerfing the Ultra Knight changes the matchup that much, because I don't think people really want the Ultra Knight. Well, actually, if you just remove the exhaust part, it wouldn't change the matchup at all because people don't draft steadfast units against him. But yeah. Unless it maybe changes people's minds and they start drafting Crag Behemoth instead.
I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of looking for options in Sylvan here, and I mean, it looks like one of the cards that you might want to consider are things like Arbor Mage, and you're probably already familiar with Arbor Mage, but the idea of
Arbor Mage doesn't cut it.
Actually, speaking of Arbor Mage, I was going to this Gravy. What if the physical damage return is somewhat relevant against the Ultra Knight? So, what if Arbor Mage's physical damage return mana cost went from 2 to 1?
I think Arbor Mage needs some love. Yeah, and that would go a long way to helping him out. Because it's just so hard to use him.
Yeah. That was kind of like how, remember when I made Vesuvian Warlock, I didn't think Silence was that good. And so, Vesuvian Warlock ended up being too strong. But then the reverse was true with physical damage return. I thought physical damage return was very strong. So that's why I made it so hard to set up or so limited on the Arbor Mage.
Well, it used to be very strong because you could attack and proc it. Not the same anymore.
Right, and that's a good point. It was probably we changed that strong. And then
yeah, that sounds like a good change to make. It makes Shield of Thorns like slightly more accessible. I would, if you make that change, I would also consider changing its mana start from 5 to 4, just so it's not overpowering. That way, you don't get into round 5 and it's still like impossible to attack like a Bull Elk because you're gonna get destroyed from the return damage.
I mean, there's still ways around that.
The thing with physical damage return is you can't ignore it. It's really not. I actually think just making that one change to Arbor Mage, 2 mana to 1 mana for Shield of Thorns might be worth testing, because I would like, it would be nice if people drafted if the enemy drafts the Ultra Knight, you draft your Arbor Mage, you can immediately put that on something. Maybe it's a Bull Elk, whatever, and it's like, all right, you attack this, Ultra Knight's health is now, significantly reduced. That's pretty significant.
Sure.
That would also maybe bring Centaur Guard back into the running, because if you can put the Shield of Thorns on Centaur Guard, that inherently makes it more useful than Deepwood Sentinel. Now I know Deepwood Sentinel is just too efficient build-wise, so maybe people would still take it. Deepwood Sentinel with Shield of Thorns is not as good as Centaur Guard with Shield of Thorns.
This is a weirdly worded unit. This unit gets armor 1 when attacked. Very curious how that applies.
It just means it's not going to have armor if it attacks and retaliation damage occurs.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
All right, so Arbor Mage is an idea. So Gravy, do you think there could be any change to just Ultra Knight itself? Like remove one of those Either remove the cannot charge steadfast or remove the disarm. I'd like to keep one of those. But
I think it could keep the disables that can't be disabled. I think that's fine because both Sylvan heroes can draft steadfast, but only one of them can shrink the Ultra Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess play around it. I guess test it. That might might make it worse against Angard slightly.
It would only be kind of worse versus Tristan and maybe a couple pikemen.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking, would it make Crag Behemoth too strong?
Would it make Crag? I think Erengard is better ways around Crag Behemoth.
Yeah, so you don't think that?
I think if you want to defeat Crag Behemoth, you get a bunch of archers and you shoot him in the face and he dies.
Eventually, yeah, but usually how I play around it is, yeah, for sure I get ranged units to bring it down to 6, and then the Ultra Knight Tactician combo to take it from 6 down to 0 is usually the way I want to finish it off. It's gonna matter a lot, especially in the late game. If say you're on round 5 and their Crag Behemoth is like full and somehow full, which is actually realistic considering how many strong like low gold units Gath has access to. A lot of Warg Archers, a lot of Warg Riders, those just being 6 gold, you can kind of spam those and have really efficient trades. So yeah, I could definitely see a possibility where there's a Crag Behemoth on the board turn 5, round 5, and it takes center, and then you pretty much can't do anything about it at that point because you can't, like, if you have an Ultra Knight.
Props to the Gath player for that. I think Crag Behemoth's like it's a weak 50. He's one of the weaker 15 golds because he's slow moving. He doesn't affect the enemy's side immediately. He has to get in, take a bunch of damage walking up, and he's just there to play King of the Hill at the end of the game. I think Battering Ram does that cheaper, does it better.
Yep. I tend to agree with the idea of Battering Ram might be better. What I am saying is that as an archetype, I believe Gath has the tools, like Gath has the toolbox to pull off the scenario. Whereas if you take the tool away from the Ultra Knight, it's less likely that Erengard is going to have the tools to pull off a scenario where they can kind of like counter that idea. Because a lot of the damage.
I think you can get around it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you can get around it. I mean, even if you drafted Ultra Knight, your Ultra Knight can hit their side of the board, and their Crag Behemoth's trying to clumsily walk up to you, and you can walk around them and ignore them. They can't ignore your Ultra Knight.
Yeah. A lot of it has to do with how much damage your list is able to do per turn. So that actually might be something to consider. Like against Sylvan, most Sylvan units are pretty low HP. And so like most of my units do 2 damage except for the Ultra Knight, except for the Knight, doing 3 and 5. But with Gath units, most of them have around 4. So it takes usually like 2 unit activations to kill one of their units. And that can be after they activated. So there often comes a time where you might come to an action disadvantage because of how many actions you have to take in order to like counter one of theirs. And then you have your healers and your buffers, and that takes away from your damage as well. So I mean, I guess yeah, I mean, we could test it. That's 100% fine with me. I think that makes Steadfast a little bit more true to the sense of you can't be charged.
I will say thematically, it would be kind of cool that only Gath can break through Steadfast. because at that point they're the only ones with be a troll shaman that can break through steadfast.
Sure.
That's kind of cool.
I think you should give that to Argog. You should give him can charge steadfast units, right?
Oh
No. Not doing that.
It's okay.
That is not happening.
I feel like I've earned the right to kind of troll Gath players now because I've been playing against one pretty consistently and I'm understanding it better. Yeah.
It would make Troll Shaman more special, which certainly wouldn't hurt. Maybe it'd make Patrick a little bit happier.
Yeah, that could be a cool little buff. Yeah, instead of charging, you could say charging plus steadfast, like charging including steadfast units.
Well, Troll Shaman can already has a unit.
Oh, it already does. Steadfast. Yeah, it says ignore steadfast. You're right.
I'm saying that if we remove that ability from ULTRAKNIGHT, Gath will now be the only faction that can ignore steadfast.
I see that now. It's on the bottom of the card.
Yeah. That might be a good. The other thing is that Tristan, I still think, is probably the weakest hero. So that would
buff to Tristan.
Would make him
indirect buff to Tristan that might be the final thing that brings him on par with some other heroes.
Indirect buff the bulwark boots too.
Yep.
Which certainly wouldn't be a bad thing because who uses those?
That's a good point.
All right, I'm liking this. Let's remove the ignore steadfast. The other thing I really like about that, as you get to know my design philosophy, you'll know how much I appreciate taking text off of things.
Oh, yeah,
making cards faster to read and digest.
Yeah. That's actually another question I have. Since we're back on version 1.1, are we going to stick on that version for season 1 for the entirety of the season, or like just till people get their Kickstarters, or I'm just curious.
Version 1.1 is going to affect both paper and digital. That's going to be across the board.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta keep it simple. Hopefully this will be the last significant change we make. I only really want to make changes to the game that would affect new player experiences. Like I have a list of like 50 things I would like to change about the game, but they're not significant. It's things that the game can survive with for season 1.
Right.
I really right now only want to be changing things that are just flat out broken or unenjoyable. And I do think that ULTRAKNIGHT, pretty quickly people will realize, hey, this is really, really good against Sylvan, and there's no clear way to beat it, and that's not fun. So.
Yeah, that's probably right. The ULTRAKNIGHT it's a pretty strong unit. That's a good point. Yeah, no, that's actually this is actually the second game where it came down to a late game, and I pretty much won just because of having like ULTRAKNIGHT, just one card against whatever they
did
had.
not come down to a late game. It came down to a late game because I felt like playing longer, but I swear to God, I was willing to surrender round 1.
Seriously?
Yep, I saw it was over by then.
Oh. Wait.
Gravy
At one point,
knows when a game is over.
I'm so confused by that, because doesn't that just mean that you played the draft wrong, or
No, it's because I had too little actions, and you could shoot Caladrix with 1 damage and hit with Ultraknight, and it would die. And if I moved him to the center, you'd ping him once with an archer.
Mm-hmm. So, oh yeah,
Yeah.
You're right. I did give Archer +1 range. That's fair.
That's a funny thing about Caladrix. Shield is kind of the Nambo on Caladrix because shield gets removed first, even if he has camouflage.
Oh really? Oh boy.
Yeah, because and it's just out of rule simplicity. We define shield as this form of damage reduction that occurs first before you consider any other form of damage reduction. Really, I've thought about changing the definition of evasion, but again, I don't want our decks to be wrong right now. But
Yep.
Evasion should probably actually be something like this unit can't be attacked at all by ranged units or something like that.
Okay.
Keep in mind, Neagat, I beat the best player in the game, and he also has seen the game's end round 1.
Okay, that's fair.
And it's happened like twice.
That's fair.
And it was Black Dragon twice. Versus Aurelia, same matchup.
Oh man. So
Previous
were you
be
playing?
Like, I will show you the power of Black Dragon.
Yeah, I'm excited for that game then, cause I'm trying to like refine my Vanguard list, and so
For what it's worth, I need to play this matchup to find out if there's a counter to Black Dragon, which would be nice.
As Sylvan or as Vanguard? Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
If you could do something as Erangard to have an equal game.
Sure. Probably 2 Ultraknight. It's probably the way to go.
Another thing I was thinking is that I didn't have camouflage in my list, and it would have been really nice.
Yep.
Might have solved a lot of my problems.
I think it's yeah. That's why. That
was the only thing I was missing that game.
Mm-hmm. I think you would have won for sure. Camouflage. It's like 1 gold, right? So 1 gold.
It's 2 gold, but I could have downgraded a unit. It's possible. It would have been well worth it in the end.
You know who will really enjoy this change to Ultraknight?
Empire? Air?
No
Dex?
Everyone will be sad.
Well, probably not Dex, because Dex just across the board hates it when I nerf anything. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's already complained pretty loudly that not that I've ruined the game, but he's like pining for the old days when everything was OP and broken. I'm just like, okay.
That's funny.
I mean, Green Dragon used to be stupidly. I had way too much +1 action stuff. Green Dragon used to be a totally different unit. It was completely regular. That really annoyed him.
Yeah, Green Dragon could be something. I guess you need something to get through the armor and the 7 health, which is a ton of health actually, considering. So what does magic damage on Sylvan? Oh, this looks cool.
There's no magic damage in Sylvan.
Yeah, there is not.
Really?
There's 0.
Oh.
There are no offensive spells, there are only debuffs, and there are only true damage on 1 hero.
Strange. So maybe you have to... So Anwin's the true damage, right?
No, it's Caladrix. He has true strike.
Oh, that's right. True strike.
Pure damage. Yeah. No, the idea is... I mean, thematically, I just decided that Sylvan wasn't going to do magic damage. It's like they're the nature faction. They're about returning things to natural order. So they only heal or use magic that brings things back to its natural state. They don't need to magic damage.
Yeah, I would oh, man, that's pretty tough. That's yeah, probably use Ann Arbor to your best advantage then, but yeah, that's pretty tough.
I mean, break and root are supposed to be Sylvan's answer to knights.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The problem there is that priest is just a very efficient unit. So
it's very efficient.
But I don't know, maybe just this one change to Ultra Knight will be sufficient, because I mean, I don't think Arbor Mages. I don't know, Gravy, do you think that we should change Ultra Knight and Arbor Mage?
The Arbor Mage is just a side thing. I don't really think it would change the matchup at all, but I would like to see the unit get improved.
Yeah, and I probably will then, just next major patch.
You might see Arbor Mage like slap PDR on Ursa Major so he can't get shot by archers or something.
That'd be sweet.
But as far as Caladrix goes, he has armor, he has camouflage, he can't really slap PDR on him. He also only has 3 power most of the time.
Not with my broadsword.
Yeah, if you get broadsword, this is a different story, but yeah.
Man, ironically, it's not enough. Like, broadsword, short sword for 3 additional damage is not enough to actually bring down an Ultra Knight. Even if it does 3 damage.
Not. There's only a few heroes that can bring down an Ultra Knight in 1 hit.
Probably Argog being one of them. With 4.
Exactly.
So, but
Argog can do it on the charge too.
Unit.
Yeah.
I think Tristan can do it too with Bravery, Sun Sword, and a Broadsword. But, it has to be next to the person.
That's actually pretty badass that only Argog's the only unit in the game that can reliably destroy an Ultra Knight in 1 hit.
Pretty much.
I don't know, man.
That's pretty cool, actually.
You're right.
The thing is that you sacrifice the durability to do that, and so if the Ultra Knight really feels like it can kill the Argog too at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. That would be true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That evens it out.
That would be in the Gav player's favor, but just putting it out there.
Yeah, you put Argog behind something and then use the allied pathing to charge through and kill the Ultra Knight at the range.
Yeah. Move into position for the next round.
Yeah. Man,
and just keep it away in the meantime.
Be insane.
It would be very funny to see an Ultra Knight die to reflexes, though.
Oh, man. I love reflexes.
Argog's dual wielding swords and he's killing everyone.
That would be so funny, man. Argog has 4 health otherwise, right? So you'd probably just
it's 5 health.
No, he has 5 health.
Anyways, I gotta go to bed for work.
Keith,
see y'all later.
You made a broken hero. Alright, it was fun playing you, Gravy. Thanks for the game. And he left, I think. Oh, JDG. Good to see you, buddy. I'm gonna stop streaming.